Jackson, how tough was that out there this afternoon? Because the wicket did appear to flatten out a bit.
Yeah, it was tough. The wicket is pretty slow. There's not much in there for the bowlers. It was a pretty tough grind early on. I thought we were probably a bit sort of one-paced, I guess. We didn't really do too many change-ups during that middle session. We just sort of a bit predictable in how we bowled. And then in that last session, we sort of changed up our lengths a bit, bowled a few short balls and shortened their feet up, and were lucky enough to get a few wickets.
You feel like you're in a sort of a bowl-off place in the test side, you and Ryan?
Not really, to be honest. I don't really know what the final 11's going to be. All I can really control is how I bowl in this game. There's still a second innings to go here. I'm just going to concentrate on, doing my best and trying to get a few more wickets in the second dig.
Are you happy with how you went though?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't really played that much cricket in the last sort of 3 months since I got injured, so to get a few wickets today was nice. It's a big job tomorrow morning to hopefully finish them off quickly, and then hopefully, as I said before, can get a few wickets in the second innings.
You go.
Oh, you started your career, Jackson, on a pretty big stage, Melbourne and Sydney, and did well. Does that give you confidence that coming into an Ashes series that you can step up?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose there's been a lot of hype over this Ashes series. I'm just looking forward to it if I get the chance. Playing in Melbourne was a good buzz, playing in front of 70,000 people, and I'm sure the crowds over here will be pretty vocal as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to the challenge if I get the opportunity.
There was a stage when Michael put his arm over your shoulder and he had whispered a few words to you, and then I think you took a wicket straight after that. What did he say?
Well, we actually had a new batter come into bat, and I was bowling to the guy who was on 60, and he just said, just bowl one onto his hip and get him off strike so you can bowl to the other bloke. And he was lucky enough to nick one down the leg side. So I think the captain took the credit for it as well. But no, it was good advice from the skipper. So.
Have you had to pace yourself pretty well coming back from injury? And how have you sort of, I suppose, managed your expectations as you?
Yeah, a little bit. The physio and support staff have been watching over me pretty closely. Just, I suppose, not to rush me back into things. I spent the time over here with Australia A, and I suppose that was a bit of a frustrating tour because I couldn't really, all the other guys were going at 100%, and I was sort of still, had training wheels on, I guess. So, that was a bit frustrating, but I'm back at 100% now, and ready to go next week if required. So.
Jackson, do you think your control is right where you want it to now? Because, not only with the wickets, but the runs were down, you seem to be able to put it where you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose the wicket sort of suited my style of bowling a little bit, where you had to bash the wicket and hit that sort of back of a length, which sort of suits me perfectly. Definitely happy with how my control was today, but I suppose I've still got a little bit of work to do. Over pitched a few times, which I suppose is not a bad thing, but I don't really like getting hit for four, so it's definitely something that I can improve on.
How did you find Nick Compton to bowl?
He played well today. On a wicket that was pretty slow. I suppose if we bowled in the right areas, it was hard to score. And I suppose he just waited for width and over pitching, which he did well. I'm not really sure what's going on with their sort of team, whether he's going to play in the first test, but I suppose we're definitely going to do our research on him just in case he does play.
One thing that's happened so far in the series is that, or not the series, on the tour, is that not many wickets with the new ball first up in any of the three innings. Is there anything collectively that can be taken from that or from those spells?
I don't think we bowled that badly with the new ball, to be honest. I think there's always room for improvement. I think we probably should try and work out how to swing the ball a little bit earlier. We've sort of been starting to swing the ball a bit later on in the innings, I think we need to do that as soon as possible. But in saying that, I thought today that we bowled quite well with the new ball. There wasn't much on offer, and I suppose after that lunch we did bowl pretty tight, and then we're lucky enough to keep bowling tight to Savo and get those wickets.
Given that you were man of the match in your last test match, do you sort of feel that that sort of performance sort of gives you a leg up into getting back into the side?
I don't think so, to be honest. There was another tour in India where I didn't play, so that was a long time ago. Yeah, I can't control what goes on in selection, so yeah, I just got to, I suppose, focus on the next couple of days. Really, it's a big couple of days for me personally. So,
Do you think your control and accuracy can be a big asset given sort of your role in the attack? Like you've got guys in the squad like Pattinson and stuff who can really attack and sort of build pressure.
yeah, I suppose it gives them something a little bit different. Guys like Stark and Siddle, and Pato, they're bowl quite fast, swing the ball a little bit, and I suppose I don't really swing it that much, and I suppose those guys can go for a few runs because they're such attacking bowlers. I just tend to just try and, I guess, not go for any runs really. I think it gives them something different, but in saying that, there's a good group of fast bowlers in the squad.
You've spoken before that when you were here for Australia A last year, it took a while to get things right in these conditions. So how much better have you become, do you think, because of that experience? And
yeah, it's definitely helped me. I sort of came over here last year just thinking that I was going to swing and seeing blokes out from ball one really, and I found out pretty quickly that the wickets are pretty flat over here. It's generally when the overhead conditions are in your favour that the ball tends to move around, and I suppose I went searching for wickets when I first got over here, and had to rein that in pretty quickly and just go back to what serves me best. And I think coming over here this year, I've realised that straight away. So it's definitely held me in good stead.
What do you think of Steve Smith?
Yeah, he batted beautifully this morning. He's been batting beautifully over the last sort of couple of months the last month in the A Tour, and I suppose he batted really positive this morning. That's what we spoke about, just batting positively, not playing any stupid shots, and he did that perfectly. He sort of took the game away from him early this morning, and yeah, he batted beautifully.
Jackson, over the last 6 or 12 months, the group of fast bowlers that's here, one or the other, or one of you has pretty much been injured at one point the whole way through. Is it nice to have all 6 of you here, everything ready to go pretty much?
Yeah, definitely. You never want to see one of your mates injured. And I suppose it's good for Australian cricket to have, the depth of fast bowling that we have at the moment. And I suppose with the amount of cricket being played, you never know when the next injury is going to come. So to have everyone, fit and available right now is definitely a good thing.